Hi there, I'm Josie, the Mindful Cook. I am a food and eating psychology coach, and this is the second of 3 videos that I've made on emotional eating. If you missed the first one, it was all about the steps to overcoming emotional eating, and you should be able to find it saved in my videos if you're watching this on Facebook, or hopefully in the history if you're watching this on Instagram. So in this particular video, I'm going to talk to you about the fear of facing feelings. Now, as human beings, we are such wonderful thinking, feeling creatures, and it's our ability to experience emotion that makes us truly unique. And yet somehow we've taught ourselves that experiencing anything less than perfect emotions isn't a good thing, and that we should cover up those feelings, or that we should try and hide them from ourselves. Now, the truth is that it's inevitable that we are going to experience uncomfortable feelings at some point in our life. And consistently avoiding them, or, trying to deal with them in other ways, kind of limits our ability to live freely and with kindness to ourselves. And it can also cause us to turn to things like food or maybe even alcohol as a way of dealing with those emotions. Now, when you use food in that way, it certainly can disconnect you from the emotion in the moment. But what can often end up happening then, following on from that, is feelings of guilt or shame about the choices that you've made. So many of the people that I work with kind of describe this cyclical pattern of behaviour, experiencing negative emotion, reaching for food to kind of comfort or reward or even escape from those feelings, and then experiencing more negative emotions like guilt or shame or even anger as a result. Now, this kind of cyclical pattern of behaviour can leave you feeling a bit helpless to know how to break free from it. If you recognise any of this, it might give you some comfort to hear that you're absolutely not alone. A lot of people get stuck in this pattern of behaviour, mostly because they're concerned about what might happen if they just allow their negative feelings to be. Allowing yourself to experience maybe uncomfortable emotions can be quite scary. You might feel like maybe it's like opening up Pandora's box. Once you've opened the door, maybe you feel like you're not going to be able to shut it again. Or you might be concerned about how other people are going to perceive you if you are less than happy 100% of the time. But the reality of it is actually when we don't suppress our emotions, even the most painful and difficult emotions do subside over time. And it certainly helps to know how to kind of deal with them. Now, the trick is to learn some tools and techniques that can help you with this. When you learn how to experience negative emotion in a safe way that doesn't impact other people, and that you can practice easily without feeling too like woo-woo, it actually can empower you and make you feel far more self-confident than maybe you are at the moment. So, in my course, How to Overcome Emotional Eating, I teach you a framework for how to explore your emotions, which starts with looking at, how you react to things that go on around you. So what do you think about the events that take place in your life? Now, by examining what we think about things, we can then begin to understand why we feel the way that we do about them. So it is a little bit of unpacking. Essentially, this is just emotional intelligence or mindfulness, call it what you will. In practice, learning, how to stay connected to what is happening around you emotionally, and accepting that things aren't rosy all the time can really, really help you to manage your stress and deal with your emotions in a far, far healthier way, and begin to make some peace with food. So I find it quite exciting stuff, and it really is effective, this stuff. So you can then kind of move on from that to learn some tools and techniques that will provide you with emotional reward. So, what are the other things that provide you with emotional reward? There are actually, when we start to look at that kind of thing, quite a lot of things that make you feel better about yourself so that you're not going to get so caught up in emotional eating. If you feel that you are struggling a little bit with emotional eating, I've put together a little guide that explains the differences between emotional and physical hunger, which is quite a good place to start. If you watch the last video, you'll understand why, so catch up with that if not. To download your guide, if you're watching this on Facebook, then click the link in the post, or if you're watching this on Instagram or IGTV, then click the link in my bio. If you're ready to dive in and work on your emotional triggers for eating, then my course, Overcoming Emotional Eating, is really going to help you to work through those challenges and to move forward and create a better relationship with food. Sound good? Well, there's a link to that in this post and in my bio as well. Now, I've been thinking about what to cover next week because I'm doing 3 videos on this, and then suddenly I thought, actually, maybe what I should do is ask you. Do you struggle with emotional eating? What are your concerns about it? I'd love to hear that. I'd love to hear about that. And maybe what I can then do is address those concerns in the next video. So do let me know, make some comments in this post or drop me a DM, however you want to do it. It's up to you, and I will look to address those concerns in my next video. Thank you for watching. See you later. Bye.